The Missing Room. Part 6. The Deal and the Sacrifice. The operator stood motionless at the end of the hallway, the flickering grin never touching its shifting, static face. Kessler's breathing grew shallow. Something behind his eyes itched, like his mind was trying to reject a truth it already knew. "You came willingly," the operator hissed. "That was not part of the agreement." Kessler took a step forward. "I never agreed to this." "No," it replied, "but you did sign." 26 years ago. Kessler had been fresh out of the academy, his badge still bright and naive. His younger brother Danny had been missing for days, last seen leaving a college party, gone without a trace. No leads, no ransom, just vanished. Until a man with pale eyes and a ring of old hotel keys showed up in the precinct lobby. He didn't give a name. Only a whisper. Room 441 can bring him back, but everything comes at cost. Desperate, Kessler followed the instructions. Holloway Hotel, 7th floor, midnight. He used the key left in his locker. It hummed with a strange heat. Inside the room, silence. Then, the mirror. And in its surface, Danny appeared, alive, eyes wide, mouth moving, trapped behind the glass like a fly under ice. The operator stood behind him, barely visible. Kessler dropped to his knees. "Please, I'll do anything." And that's when the operator offered the deal. Someone must take his place, someone close, someone who trusts you. It was meant to be a hypothetical. A lie to stall a nightmare. But Claire was there with him that night. She insisted on coming. She always had his back. And when she turned her head, just for a second, Kessler made his choice. He shoved her through the mirror. And the room went still. Danny came back the next day, cold, confused, and unaware of anything that had happened. Kessler filed the report. Officer Claire Weston, lost in pursuit, presumed drowned. It was the last time room 441 showed itself. Until now. Back in the hallway of 441S, the operator's voice cracked like old vinyl. Sacrifices echo, detective. You paid in love, but the room demands interest. A door to Kessler's left slowly creaked open. Inside, a single chair, a mirror, and Claire. Still waiting. Still watching.
The Missing Room, Part 7, the attempt to save Claire. The door to the left stood open. Inside, Claire, sitting in a plain chair, hands in her lap, eyes fixed on the mirror that never reflected her. She didn't turn as Kessler stepped inside. She didn't need to. "You remember now," she said softly. He nodded. "I do." His voice cracked. "I'm sorry, Claire." She smiled without joy. "Sorry's cheap in a place like this." The operator watched from the doorway like a parent supervising a funeral. Kessler dropped to one knee beside her. "You shouldn't have been the one. It should have been me. You were scared. Desperate. No. I was weak. And I'm not anymore." He looked her in the eye, voice steady now. "I'm taking you out of here. Even if it kills me." Claire finally turned her full gaze to him, and for the first time since he entered room 441, he saw her. Not the ghost. Not the memory. The woman. Still trapped. Still waiting. Something in her eyes shimmered. A flicker of hope, maybe. Or disbelief. "I don't even know if I can leave," she said. "This place, it feeds on moments like that. On guilt. On choices." Kessler turned to the operator. "What's the price now?" The figure tilted its head, shadows stretching unnaturally behind it. "You want to trade?" "No. I want to pay." The hallway dimmed. "Then offer something real. Something deep. Not love. Not blood. We already took that. Offer your truth." Kessler stood. He understood. He pulled his badge from his coat. Held it up. "This. Everything I built. The man I pretended to be, the cop who didn't leave his partner behind. I give it all up. And what are you then, without that lie? I'm what I should have been the first time. Broken. No. Accountable. Silence. Then the operator slowly raised a hand. Claire gasped. The mirror behind her cracked, thin fractures spider-webbing across the surface. A second later, it shattered, falling inward like water breaking through glass. A breath of fresh air drifted in. Real air. Rain. Street sounds. The world outside. Claire looked at Kessler like she couldn't believe it. You did it. No, he said. We did. But as she stepped through the broken mirror, the hallway began to shudder. The lights above sparked and hissed. Doors slammed open, hundreds of them, each showing glimpses of others, all trapped, all watching. Claire turned back, hand reaching. Come on. But the operator was already moving toward Kessler. One may leave. You chose. Kessler didn't flinch. I know. He turned to Claire. Get out. Go. Don't look back. And she did. The last thing he saw before the mirror sealed shut was her face, free. Alive. Forgiving. Then darkness folded over him like a curtain. Room 441 had its keeper again. But it also lost its prisoner. And sometimes, that's enough. The Missing Room epilogue, a new number 5 years later. The Holloway Hotel was gone. Condemned. Bulldozed. The land bought cheap by a tech firm looking to build upscale urban housing with historical charm. The past buried under glass and rebar. Claire Weston watched from a distance the day the last wall came down. No one else noticed the way the dust curled in the air like smoke. Or how, for one brief second, the workers' radios all screeched the same number, 441, then silence. 1 month later. A boutique hotel opened downtown. Sleek. Minimalist. Tastefully haunted. The staff called it the Nocturne. Soft jazz in the lobby. Rooms all numbered in classic brass. Everything clean, sterile, safe. Except for one room. Room 817. No reservations ever listed it. No keycards assigned. But sometimes, only at night, the door appeared. Guests claimed it wasn't there during the day. And every once in a while, the cleaning staff heard piano music from behind the door. Even though there was no piano on the 8th floor. One guest, passing through on business, checked in late after a flight delay. His key card was misprinted. Said room 441. But the elevator only let him off on 8. He wandered the quiet halls, suitcase wheels whispering over polished floorboards. And then he saw it. Room 817. The door was open just a crack. Inside, an old mirror. A single chair. And in the reflection? A man in a worn trench coat. Eyes hollow. Tired. Waiting.